So I just bought this PC for $350 with a RTX 2060 and an i7 10700 KF. And the plan today is, as always, take everything out of the case, clean it, and then rebuild it into a new case. And then I'm probably gonna upgrade the GPU, because this CPU is more than enough to support a better graphics card. And I do have the budget for an upgrade, and I might change the CPU cooler as well. But either way, I'm gonna have to do a wide rebuild in this video because of the white motherboard that is included in this PC. So trust me, it's gonna look sick. This is also episode 5 of my series where I'm flipping my way from $250 to $2,500. And I suppose you've already seen them, but if this is your first video you see, make sure to watch the other ones as well. Let's do the actual rebuild. This is the reason that I actually bought the PC. Now the specs are pretty good. The CPU is pretty good. The GPU is decent, but for the price, it's very good. But this motherboard is the reason that I actually bought it. It's a white Rockstrix. That's all I know. I don't remember what model it is. But I just saw it and knew I had to buy this one and build a white case. So this is going to be sick. So yeah, just need to get all of this out of the case as usual, and then we'll do the rebuild. And as I've said, I bought the PC for $350, and I then later sold the GPU for $45, which leaves the actual PC at only $305. I then went out and searched for a 3070 for this build because it would probably fit perfect within my budget and also be a pretty good upgrade from the 2060. And also, it's an upgrade from the last PC that I built, which is pretty cool. And I actually managed to get a deal for $250 for both a RTX 3070 and a 650 watt power supply, which could come in handy later in this video. And for the case, I chose to go with a white Montic case with RGB fans. I also thought of going with the Solomon i3 that I used in the last video, but in white. But yeah, I thought it would look pretty similar, so I chose to go with this one. I then added some white sleeve cables later in the build to finish off the instead. This is the old power supply. This is a Rockstrix 550 watt power supply, and it's gold rated. This is a pretty good power supply. Now, I wasn't sure if this would be enough when I changed the graphics card to a 3070, so I thought I wanted to swap it out with a 650 watt power supply, but I changed my mind. So I think I'm gonna stick with this one, and it should be enough. 550 watts should be enough for this build, but we'll see. This power supply only has one PCI cable, only one, and I need 2 for the 3070 for the new graphics card. I might have to change the power supply after all. honestly turned out way better than I thought it would. I thought that the CPU cooler would like ruin the whole aesthetic with it not being, first of all, not being white, and second of all, not having the RGB fans like the 3 other fans have. But I honestly feel like it works perfect together. It gives like a break from the white. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. But yeah, once I built the PC, I once again ran into some sort of issues, and I don't know what was wrong this time. It wouldn't restart. I've never seen a PC that wouldn't, like, I couldn't restart. Yeah, pretty much when I tried to restart, it just said wasn't able to. And I've never seen this before, and I thought immediately it was the GPU or the power supply, which I bought from the same buyer. And I told him like, hey, something isn't working, and he was pretty nice and said if anything is wrong, he would offer to help. I also tested it in a few games, and it just randomly crashed, which suck. Like, it's the worst problem with the PC. It's when it's crashing just randomly. Yeah, so I thought it was the GPU, but I looked around and I tested a few different things, and I just decided to take all of the cables out of the PC and redo it just to make sure everything was done correct. And in this process, I realized that the CPU cable wasn't fully connected. So I've never really tried this before, but I'm also not a professional, and I don't know how I didn't notice it the first time. So it was just enough to power up the PC. So I fixed it, and when I booted it up again, everything was obviously working as it should. So thankfully, no issues with the GPU or the power supply. It was just me who was. So even though I built a lot of PCs for a couple of years now, it doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, I then downloaded CS2 to test it and just make sure it didn't crash again, and it didn't, thankfully. But I was honestly really surprised of how well it performed in game. So I had a quick thought about changing PC, but I was like, nah, probably not. So the PC was working and it was beautiful, so everything was okay. So alright, so let's go through the numbers. Okay, so I bought the PC for $350. I then sold the graphics card for $45, which leaves the cost of the PC at $305 overall. I then spent $250 on the graphics card and the power supply. I then spent $75 on the new case and $20 on the sleeve cables. Comes together at $650. This is the total cost of the whole rebuild. I then listed the PC for $850, which would give me a $200 profit. But I had it listed for maybe a week, and I got an offer at $810, which I obviously said yes to, which leaves me with a profit of $160. So I started this video with a $780 profit, with another $160, $940 for episode 6. That's pretty cool.